the word, YouTube, man. Mopar Mally back with another video. Let's get it, man. So y'all see the title. Today, I'm telling y'all the story about how I got the Scat. It's a crazy story, man. Real crazy story. This might be a long video, man, but y'all just tune in, man. Watch the whole video, man. I'm finna go ahead and get y'all this cold start. Sliding, but she dirty right now, so I'm finna go ahead and get her washed. I need some gas too, so yeah, get back with y'all in a minute. So I'm at the gas station right now, man, putting that young 93 in the tank, man. Let me show y'all the wash, man. Let me show y'all the wash. Yeah, that bad boy clean. Yes, sir. Good wash. Good wash. Oh yeah, good wash. I'll see the wash, man. I'm gonna get back to y'all in a minute. So we at 39.51, man. It wasn't even all the way on E, man. Stay tuned for the gas video, man. 39.51, man. Y'all see that? Stop playing with the Scatimus Prime, man. All right, y'all. So we back in the Scat. Man, it's been a minute since I posted a video, man. But y'all gotta understand, I don't make no money from YouTube, bro. All the money I get is off the muscle, off the strength. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, I gotta get on my grind, you know what I'm saying? But nah, this video, this is the story of how I got the Scat. So I'm gonna start from the beginning. This is gonna be a long video. So if you're bored, you know what I'm saying, go ahead, grab you something to eat. You know what I'm saying? You know, you wanna go warm your food up real quick before you know, pause and then warm your food up, go do your thing, you know what I'm saying? This is gonna be a nice little video, man. You bored, watch this, you feel what I'm saying? But so I originally started wanting a Scat Pack. I've been wanting to get me a new car. Like my other car, you know, it'd be breaking and all that. Like I always got to get something fixed on it. Like I don't really like that. So then, you know, I always wanted to get me a new car. So I was on quarantine for a month and a half. Like I was in the house. Like my mom, you know, she don't play all that. She don't play all that sickness stuff. So she had me in the house for like a month and a half. So I started watching Jocelyn Ryan videos, and then I'm like, dang, I like that car. I knew what a Scat was, but it was just like, I didn't know young people was getting them. Like, it's a lot of young dudes my age with a Scat. Like, I got it when I was 19. It's a lot of dudes that got it when they was 19 too. So I started watching Josh, and I'm like, man, I want me one of them. So I told myself, like, when I get out of quarantine, I'm gonna get me one. Like, I'm gonna grind, I'm gonna get me one. I just kept claiming it. If you really want something, just claim it, bro. You're gonna get it. I'm telling you. You're gonna get it. Put my seatbelt on real quick. If you really want something, you're gonna get it. Just keep claiming it. You will get it. So I told myself, when I get out of quarantine, I'm gonna get the car. So I got out of quarantine, straight grinding. I'm like, I told my mom, like, I want a Scat Pack. I'm gonna get a Scat Pack. So then I grinded for some months. August hit. Like, I'd say like the second or third week of August. Like, I got some money up. I'm like, all right, I'm ready to, you feel me? I'm ready to go get this car. I stopped quarantining in April. Like, the second week, it was April 14th to be exact. So then August came, I had some money up, and I was like, you know, I'm ready to, like, you know, I'm ready to go try to get a car. Try to get the Scat. And I was looking at 2017s, like, ones with like 20K miles on them. That was like probably like 35,000, right? So, yeah, so then I started learning more about credit, how credit worked. I already had credit, but not enough to get a Scat Pack. So with your credit, you gotta have not just a score, but you gotta have credit history as well. Something that shows that you can afford to pay for whatever you're trying to get. It might not be a Scat, could be a house, could be anything. But you have to show that you can afford to pay what you want to get. And on my credit, all I had was like a $500 credit card. Like, that's not enough. Like, this car costs more than $500 a month. Stay tuned for that video. I'll be releasing that video soon too. Might record it today, you never know. But because I got a nice little drive ahead of me right now. I'm about to head to Illinois. But yeah, so I didn't have the credit history. So I found a place that said they go off income. So I'm like, okay, bet. I definitely can afford the car. I got the income. So the place, I live in Wisconsin. The place is in Illinois. Anybody know where Downers Grove, Illinois at? That's where the place at. I ain't gonna shout them out because they didn't do nothing for me. So I'll go there. So they saying they go off bank statement saying if you got the money, like. So I'm like, okay, bet. I got the money for sure. So I go, and then like it was a gimmick, bro. Like in the end, they still needed some credit. In the end, they still needed some credit. They didn't just go off of income. So it was all a lie. I went all the way out there. I drove an hour, 15 minutes for nothing. Even though my family stay over there, but like, you know what I'm saying? I drove over there for no reason. So I go there. They told me they had multiple Scats. They only had one, and it was a 2017. It was green. It was straight, but it was like, I didn't necessarily want a green car. I would have took it. Like at this point, I didn't care what color it was. You can always get your car wrapped. I didn't care what color it was. I was ready to get it. So then, long story short, I didn't end up getting the car from them. They needed credit history. They needed all the same stuff that everybody else needed. They just tell you a lot to get you in there and try to play a mind game with you and try to get you in there and see if they could get you something that you can get approved for. They was trying to give me like $10,000 to $20,000 cars, and it wasn't nothing that I really wanted. Like, I already have a car before the Scat. So if I couldn't get a Scat, I wasn't gonna get nothing. And then y'all gotta understand that the Scat Pack is an investment. I jumped right into YouTube when I got it because I'm gonna end up making some money off of this car. Like, I'm paying money for it, but it's gonna end up paying for itself. Y'all gonna see. Just keep watching. And when I get monetized, watch all my ads. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put like 30 ads a video. Nah, I'm just playing. I won't do that. You know, I ain't that type. But so long story short, I didn't end up getting the car from them. They still needed all the same stuff that any other dealer needs, so I didn't get a car from them. So September 26th to be exact came about a month and a half later. I just came to the conclusion that I need to get, my bad, I'm thinking some cars coming towards me, but they ain't. So I came to the conclusion, like, they just kept telling me that you can't just jump to a $40,000 car. Like, you need to start with a small car so you can show that you can pay for a loan. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go get me something for like 20,000. Cause I got approved for 30,000. I got pre-approved for 30,000. So I was just gonna go get me something that was like 20,000. I ain't have to put no down payment or nothing like that. I was gonna go ahead and grab it and just keep it for a year. And for my 21st birthday, I was gonna go get a Hellcat. That was my plan. So me and I called my granddad because he good at, you know, making deals on cars. So I called him like, tomorrow I'm about to get me another car because I wanna start paying on it so I can have me a loan for a year time. And then I wasn't even gonna really drive the car like that. I was just gonna use it for the loan and all that. So yeah, I was gonna pay on it or whatever. So I called him like, come out to Wisconsin. I want you to go to some dealerships with me because I was gonna get a Chevy Equinox. Cause I'm 6'8", so I wanted to get a car that was decent on gas and I could fit comfortably in it. So a Chevy Equinox is one of the top cars on gas, and it's like a truck, so it got a lot of space for tall people. So I was gonna get the Chevy Equinox. So I found a Chevy Equinox like an hour away from me, fully loaded. It was like 23,000. So my game plan, we was going in there. I was going in there and I was gonna tell them to drop the car to 21,000 and I'll leave with it today. So I get there, I'm telling them what I'm willing to get them for, 21,000. They was like, we can't do that. They said all the cars on their lot are firm prices. Never let a dealership tell you their prices are firm. I promise you, they're lying. They're not, if they give you a deal on it, they're not losing no money, I promise you. In the end of your term, you pay that whole car, let's say I got a 4-year, 5-year loan. By the end of the time, you're gonna pay them way more than that car's worth. They're not losing no money, never let them tell you that. So, long story short, they wasn't trying to drop the price on the car. And I ended up leaving. Drove all the way an hour and a half, did not get the car. So, ended up leaving. So I went to a dealership. I went to a Dodge dealership because then I wanted to look at a Jeep Compass. I wanted to get a Compass. I'm like, I like compasses, you know. So I was gonna look at a Compass. They had a lot of ones that was already 21,000. So I'm like, I bet I'll get a Compass. So I go to a Jeep dealership. Me and my granddad, because I always tell my granddad I wanted a Scat Pack. Like, so I was doing all this so I could eventually get me either a Scat or a Hellcat. So then we get to the Dodge place. This is not the dealership I got the Scat from though. So I went to a Dodge dealership in Brookfield, Wisconsin, like a Milwaukee suburb type. So I go there. They had a Scat Pack there, a wide body, 2020 for 50,000, bro. I'm like, dang. So my granddad had never seen a Scat Pack before, so he didn't know what I was talking about. So I was like, yeah, this the car. Like, he's like, man, this is nice. Like, he liked it more than me almost. So I'm like, yeah, this what I'm working to get. So he like, man, them real nice. He like, well, 50,000, that's a lot. And I'm like, yeah, I already know. I'm like, but I told him like they got some in the 30s. But we just talking. We not trying to get one. We just talking. I ended up looking at a Jeep Compass there. They ain't had too many, so we ended up going to the dealership where I really got my Scat. It's Wild Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Waukesha, Wisconsin. If you ever want to get a car, go there. They real good. Like, they got real good customer service, all that. Great people. I got the dude that I got my car from, I think his name Elijah. Go there, ask him Elijah. I got his car right here. His name Elijah. His name Elijah Matter. Mess with Elijah. He really know what he doing in there. So we ended up going to the one I got my Scat Pack from. I went there because I was online looking at cars.com, and they had black Compass with a panoramic sunroof, and it was 21,000 or 20,000. So I'm like, man, I'm just gonna go ahead and grab this real quick, and then I'm going home because we've been out here all day. I'm ready to get. I'm just like, let me just get something, and I'm gone. So we go to this dealership. My car was inside of it on the showroom floor, right next to the decks that we talking business about the Jeep. So I get there, I test drive the Jeep. My granddad he like, yeah, this car cool, but he wasn't really feeling it. Like he was like, yeah, this pretty basic, but we had, my bad, y'all, my phone tweaking. But so yeah, we ended up test driving the Jeep. And then my granddad wasn't really feeling it. He wanted to do the numbers on the Scat, and I'm like, if you could have co-signed me, we could have been got the Scat. We would never have to look at all these Jeeps and all that. So he like, bet. So the dude that we was working with was a pre-owned person. Like, he worked with pre-owned cars. So we had to switch to go work with somebody that do new cars. So we go to working with the other person, and then they was like, if it worst come to worst, can he have a co-signer? And my granddad like, yeah, I co-sign him. So I'm like, what? I'm already knowing I'm gonna get it now. I'm like, bro, you can co-sign me? Then we good. We didn't have to drive the whole hour. That was God, like, giving me my last little punch before I got the car. So, yeah, so we ended up, so then we started doing the paperwork. They're like, yeah, you will need a co-signer unless you got another 10,000. I'm like, don't have that, so let's go, let's take the co-signer route. So they like, bet. So then they come back, they're like, yeah, we got you approved. I'm like, what? Actually, before they said they got me approved though, he was like, my granddad had just said, if they let you test drive it, they know they can get you in it. So then we chilling, we go to the little room where they got snacks and stuff at, because they was doing the work, paperwork and all that. So they come in the room like, we want to let you test drive it. We pulled the car out the building. We want to let you test drive it before, you know, because this is an expensive car. We want to let you test drive it before you try to get it. We want to make sure you like it. So I'm like, bet. I'm like, well, y'all gonna pull it off the floor? They're like, we already got it off the floor. I'm like, bet. So I look at my granddad like, they about to really let us get the car. So then we test drove it. It was everything I expected it to be. Scat. Anybody that want a Scat Pack, I'm gonna tell you this. A Scat Pack is everything you expect it to be. It ain't no different. Whatever you think a Scat Pack is, it is. Believe me, it is. I done had a Scat Pack for a month now. Everything that you think it is, bro. I'm telling you. Get one, get on your grind, keep claiming it, and you will get it, bro. I just kept telling people, like, bro, I'm gonna get a Scat Pack. I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get a Scat, bro. I just kept saying it. Then I was grinding at the same time I'm telling people. And I ended up getting one for real. Like, just keep grinding and claiming, bro. I'm telling you, you're gonna get one. But, so, we ended up test driving it. I loved it. Came back. They was like, we got you approved for the down payment money and all that. I'm like, bet. So we started doing the paperwork. I'm talking about, man, hey, there's so much paperwork when you buying the car. My last car was previously my mom's car. So I just paid her some money for it. I didn't have to do all this. This is my first car off the lot. So I'm like, oh my God, we signed the papers for like an hour, bro. Then my insurance company, I was on hold with them because you can't leave the lot without insurance. I'm on hold with them for like 30 minutes. Ended up not even getting on the phone with nobody. I just did it online. Online was way faster. I got it done in like 10 minutes. So they was like, before we finish, we got to have you with some insurance. And I was like, bet. I got the insurance. Then we got my plates. And then we came outside. He showed me how to work some stuff in the car. And then I got the Scat. I went there for a $20,000 Jeep, bro. I went there for a $20,000 Jeep and left with a $40,000 Scat Pack. If I'm lying, I'm dying, bro. I went there for a $20,000 Jeep Compass. It was like a 2018, had like 16,000 miles. Decent little car. I liked it. It was just basic, though. It was basic. But, I mean, I went there for that, and I ended up getting a $20,000, a $40,000 Scat Pack. Crazy, bro. Alright, y'all, that's the end of this video, man. So, I want y'all to go back and watch my old videos if you haven't already. The car video where I took delivery of the Scat Pack just hit 1,000 views. We going up, man. We not playing. Mopar Gang, Mopar Mally is the latest channel on YouTube. Latest channel. I got the hardest 2020 Scat. I ain't seen no Scat better than mine. And I ain't even do nothing but put tints on it. Like and subscribe, man. Hit the bell so you can get notified every time I drop a video. Keep supporting me, man. Keep commenting. I love the commenting. Keep commenting. I'm reacting to them. I'm liking everybody comment. I read everybody comments. Love y'all, man.